G'day, my name is Sean. This is my weekly update where I share my quilting adventures, come see what I've been working on, what I completed, and all the other fun and exciting news. Let's go ahead and get started with our works in progress. The first thing I want to show you is some more progress on the 100 Acre Woods, which is a project by East Quilting Co. And we're getting very close. We've actually done the top half of the quilt. You've seen these sections a couple of times before, but they are now all together. And hopefully you can see them just fine. I'll go ahead and put a photo up in just a second to show you the completed quilt, top half at least, and that sort of thing there. We've still got to do some hand embroidery on the bottom half, and then we can start assembling the bottom half and see this completed quilt top. So we're getting very, very close to being finished. The next thing I want to show you is some more progress on the scrappy FPP triangles, which I may be just a little bit obsessed of. I think I've made like 15 or 16 of these over the last week. So last week you got to see some of the reds and the pinks. And this week I've done more pinks, some oranges, yellows, and even a green. So let's take a quick look and see what we have done. So to show them real quick, this is a handful, like quite a few of them. There we go. Some of them just have a few pieces, and as you can see a little further on, you'll see more and more, complex blocks. And so these are the orange ones. It's been fun just playing with different scraps, just pulling different colors out. This is kind of the part where I discovered I didn't have a whole lot of oranges to play with. And I'm doing it all with solids. I want to make this whole project with just solid scraps. Using a cone of pepper for the back. This one was kind of fun. I think it'd be kind of fun to do this, like again, like in red, white, and blue, like for the British flag. I think that'd be a lot of fun. Alright, with yellows, we have this one. And even though some of these have a lot of tiny pieces, these go together super, super quickly. I think each one of these may take 10 or 15 minutes, and that includes the time that it takes me to cut it out, piece it, and everything else. So if you want to do a FPP project, this one had 14 different pieces all together. And it went together very quickly. I was very surprised it didn't take as long as I thought it would. And then finally I did one little green one. And that'll be the next part we'll do, is do some more greens and then move into the blues and purples and that sort of thing there. So that's what I have for my works in progress. I have a finished block to show you later on, which I'm very excited to show you. But before we do that, let's go ahead and do our week in review. If you're new to the channel, this is a series of videos I take during the week. Most of me sewing, but also of any adventures we got up to, which we did a lot of last week. So I hope you enjoy. Last week I asked everybody what their favorite background color was, and it was wonderful reading all the responses. A lot of you used white, some of you used blue, some of you used a variety of colors, and some of you also indicated that you'd like to experiment and try some different stuff, which is always a fun option. That's how I fell in love with doing very dark backgrounds, because I experimented with some other stuff. So give it a go and let me know what you think. If you're not sure, maybe do a small project first to see how that works for you. This week I thought it'd be fun to ask you, when you finish a quilt and before you gift it, do you wash it, or do you include washing instructions and maybe color catches and that sort of thing there? Or do you, how do you do it? For me, I generally don't wash quilts. I kind of like that new crisp feel for myself. I know a lot of people like the crinkliness of a wash quilt. So it's totally a personal decision, but I'd love to hear how you like to do it in the comments. So what are my goals for this week? Well, first up, I'd like to finish cutting out the big German Shepherd here on the dog park by Elizabeth Hartman. We've gotten all the dog fabrics cut out. We just got to do the background, so that'd be fun. And hopefully we'll get part of that assembled this week as well. That'd be really cool. And of course, we'll go back to my obsession, which is the scrappy triangles by Leela Gardenia. I'm probably butchering the poor lady's name. That'll be a lot of fun there. We might even get some more done on 100 Acre Woods. Let's see what happens there. What are your goals for this week? Now it is time for our news and events, and I had a couple of shorts come out this month, well, this past week, showing the Sew Every Day in April. I wasn't able to continue that last week because we were just so busy with spring break. The girls and I all had time off together. We did a lot of adventures, a lot of fun, but that just didn't mean there wasn't quite enough time to create shorts and that sort of thing there. Last Saturday, I had my friend Kathy from Wont Quilts join me. It was wonderful having her back on as well. And if you missed that, go check out the replay. We had a lot of fun. We had a great chat, and everybody seemed to enjoy themselves there as well. This coming week, I hope to get some stuff out. We'll have to see how time allows. And then this Saturday morning, I'm excited to have my friend Lisa from the Auckland Quilter, Georgia, join me again. It's been a while since we've had her on, but she's always a lot of fun. So I'm looking forward to having her. So come join us Saturday morning, 8 a.m. East. And now it's time to show you a completed block, or it's a completed block. You'll have to see what I'm talking about in just a second. This is the second star that I write by East Quilting Co. We are working on the Peter Pan block, which is here. And I'm also doing it in the Dawn colorway, which is the colorful version there as well. If you want your own copy of this, you can go onto the website. I have an affiliate link there as well that you can join in. You can also, I think you can still buy the kits or buy the pattern and use your own stash there as well. So Peter is now all done. I think you saw his top half last week. So this is the block with him, his top half, and then his legs as well. You may see that this is a little taller than this. I made a boo-boo. I cut the legs too short, and rather than redoing it, I just I made adjustments and noticed this afterwards, and I think it looks okay. I don't think anyone will notice at the end. And then the last part is right here. The reason it's not together, that's his arm and one of the little stars. The reason it's not together is you don't actually put these blocks together for the most part until the very end, because it's kind of like a puzzle. So, yeah, that's why it's not together. Otherwise, I would have put it together for you guys. But that's it for today's episode. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please let us know in the comments. Hit that like button on the way out. Tell a friend. I always love hearing comments from you guys. So I hope you'll have a great day. Happy sewing, and we'll see you on the next one. Thanks.